Hi, my name's Ava Corser. I'm going to be asking Katherine Chandler some questions for my gender and society class. Katie, can you think of a time when you felt like you had to act a certain way because of your gender?
Yeah, I would say more specifically in my classes, like I'm pre-law and typically it's a male-dominated field, especially in classes. And when there's like a discussion or if you're debating like a statute or whatnot, I would say I feel the need to be a little more agreeable than some of the men in there because, or maybe a little less talkative or opinionated because when women are more opinionated in class, it comes off as like bossy or men have a tendency to question you more than other men who are asserting their opinion in class. So I would say in those situations, I feel like I have to act like that more.
Yeah, I get that. Um, Growing up, what were some things that you were taught about boys and girls and how they're supposed to act? Do you feel like they were sorted into two different categories?
Yeah, I feel like boys were maybe more expected to be less emotional and um a little they could be a little more careless, where women were expected or girls were expected to be a little more emotional and more of like the caregiver type. And so they were kind of, taught to be caregivers in that way and take care of people emotionally
Yeah.
as opposed to men.
Yeah. Um, in your opinion, do you feel like certain jobs or roles are seen as more for men and then certain jobs or roles seen as more for women? And can you give an example?
Yeah, I would say that like blue collar jobs are typically more seen for men. So like construction, electrical work, any type of blue collar job, and more jobs like nursing or teachers tend to be seen as for women.
Yeah. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't think that that's necessarily like there should be jobs that are just for men and women.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of just like a stereotype and like society just goes by it because it's like the rules. Um,
Yeah.
do you think that guys and girls are treated differently when it comes to showing their emotions?
Yeah, I think that guys, it's like it's looked down on if they express their emotions or any type of vulnerability, really. Um, Whereas women are kind of expected to, and so if they don't, it's almost like there's something wrong with them. But I would say that it is kind of more of a positive on women's side that women are able to be more open with each other, whereas men, even if they're going through something, like they don't really have the space to be open about that with other men.
Yeah. Okay, last question. Think about something that you see on social media or in everyday life, and how do you think it influences the way people view gender roles or relationships?
Um, I mean, I would say in social media, like especially on like TikTok and stuff, there's been kind of a resurgence of the like stay at home, like a glamorization of like the stay at home life instead of kind of advocating for women to use the opportunities that are very new to women. I mean, like women couldn't get credit cards until the 1970s. And so, um, like because having an education and being able to live on your own and have a credit card is so new to women, I feel like the resurgence of these like more traditional roles of women being glamorized on social media is kind of influencing women to not take advantage of these opportunities, which I think is kind of reversing a lot of the progress that has been made
Yeah,
for the independence of women.
that was perfect. Okay. Thank you, Katie.
Bye.